All right, I'm back January 9th, 2022. I just did a video that's about, I think, 8 minutes long. Take a listen. I'm posting it as we speak. I just wanted to add this video because it's different than different topic. I didn't want to put all of that on this previous video. And also I got a few more ladies here and boys that decided to show up. Hold up one second. So this is our rooster here. This is Houdini chicken. She survived 3 slaughters during Thanksgiving and some other times. This is Earl Grey here. He's a character. He's gonna be with us for a while. Yeah, he knows we're talking about him. And this is Lady Grey right here. And these are our egg layers right there. Those are hens, all of them. Well, not all of them. I got more. I just don't know where they're at. Up there, if you guys can see, I got my bees set up. Our gardening and bees for us, that has not panned out yet. Everything else, when it comes to chickens, turkeys, cows, we've had no issues. But yeah, so there it goes right there. Hopefully next year we'll have some honey. I got queen bee, it's inside. Got lots of bees, it's cold, so they're not coming out. But did not get any honey yet. So this is something that we're really looking forward to. This side here gets the most sun, even though right now, as you can tell, it's an overcast and it's cold. For me, it's cold. I mean, I lived in Chicago for a long time, so I got used to it. And then I went to Las Vegas. I got spoiled within the first 2 years. And then Florida. I lived in Las Vegas probably 8 years when you put it all together. And in Florida, only about a year. And then decided to get out of there when the COVID madness started. I decided to kind of have more privacy, more freedom. And I believe taxes are going to skyrocket in places like Florida, even though it's a lot better than obviously being in California or something like that. But I just don't want to be in places where it's publicly scrutinized, it's looked at closely, a lot of bureaucracy. I want to be right now more in what you see here in the middle of nowhere. Basically, it feels really good. I wouldn't trade it for a minute. I lived right on the beach, okay? I can cross over the swimming pool and be on Gulf Coast. Okay, it was the Reddington Beach, right on the beach. That was 6 months. And then another 6 months, rented a house that was 2 to maybe 5 minutes with heavy traffic at the most from that place that we used to be at. So it was 5 minutes to the beach after that. Had a blast. Las Vegas had a view of the strip. Love Las Vegas. Would not trade this for anything. Maybe a lot of you are not ready for that. I understand it. I didn't think I was. I just knew I had to make that move because I knew what was happening. Just want to make a video on gold here. A lot of you might turn it off already by now because you might be so frustrated because gold is not at $40,000 like Bitcoin and whatever. But understand, since 1971, when Nixon took United States of gold standard, US dollar lost 98% of its purchasing power. If you say, well, look at the wages, put up a chart for wages next to it, I don't care what chart you put up next to this fact, because you got to look at just common sense, okay? Just look at it from this side. Middle class. Men used to work. Only men, for the most part, used to work. And they were able to sustain middle class lifestyle. This is back in like 80s, even at the beginning of 90s, definitely some 70s as well. So wages are not keeping up with inflation. Right now you need 2 people working to sustain the middle class status. So whatever they tell you, oh yeah, this job when I used to be 20,000 a year, now it's 45,000 a year, it is all bullshit. Wages are not keeping up with inflation because inflation numbers are rigged. The CPI, Consumer Price Index, is completely rigged. It is twice as big as it's being reported. And you don't need to listen to me or John Williams from Shadow Stats or whoever to tell you that the CPI is not at 6 or 7%. It's more likely at 15, because look what's going on with car prices, new cars. Look at what's going on with rent. Look what's going on with real estate. Look what's going on with food, energy, the top two sectors for the working class, the one that's needed the most, that I talked about to nauseum on this channel, is not only 6% higher year to date. Gas is up over 50%. So gold preserved purchasing power. Gold is up, believe it or not, over 500% in the last 2 decades. It is exactly at 548%, right at that level with Berkshire Hathaway. Exactly 20 years. Well, people will just cherry pick and go look at the last 10 years. Go look at the last 20 years and look at it, the opportunity right now in areas like precious metals. It's so underowned, underloved. As I made a video on this, this is from Rick Rule said this, and to me it made perfect sense, okay? Reversion to a mean. Precious metals as equities, you can look at it as actual physical metal, was owned by about 3% of investors. Right now it's less than 1%. It's 0.5%. So 0.5% is owned right now. When when reversion to a mean does take place, you are looking at triple, quadruple prices, because usually things overshoot. And even if they don't, if they just go back to, let's say, 1.5%, you're looking at ×3 from right now. So at the minimum, you're looking at gold prices go from 1,800 to maybe close to 5,000 right now. It is going to happen. It's a question of when, not if. Silver is still 50% off its all-time high. Platinum, which is obviously looked at more as a commodity, I would not put that anywhere close to, let's say, silver and gold that are also monetary, obviously metals, not just industrial, like silver is used basically in everything. I would not be able to do this video right now without silver. People don't understand that. So continue to do your own due diligence and understand that it is a lot better to get into things when they are unloved when they are loved. When the mainstream media is talking something up, you might want to go the other way. Take care, and we will talk soon.